Hey guys, so welcome to the second devlog on the channel. This is Wolfwire Studios, and so the last video that you saw was actually one whole video that I broke into parts, and this is the second part, the continuation of the same. And in this part, I was actually talking about Unreal Engine, like using the cube grid modeling tool and getting some blockouts done in the basic form. And as I just mentioned in the last video, when I'll have the exact information of how to, cut faces and other special tools in modeling, I'll just make a good, simple tutorial if and when I can. And yeah, that's all, guys. Let's just continue with the video, okay? And what I can do is maybe like, go up there to the SMC and show you guys how cube modeling will work if I have to create something like, let me just switch it back and show you guys how the SMC will look. Cut this area and yeah, there it is. So as you can see, there's just one building here and there's just another building here, and rest of it is a vineyard, the grapevine thing, and like a border. And as you can see, this is another building. These are two walls, like short walls, very short walls. So if you want, you can just create this whole mesh in CubeGrid. This is just a small like run up the mail or something. Like it's just a small tutorial, not even a tutorial, it's just a tip how you can do things. I can just go to perspective, pressing Alt J, and I can go to this place and I can see, okay. I mean, I haven't encountered for this part, like I forgot because this was the main one. But if I have to make the compound specifically, I can just go to modeling tool, I can use CubeGrid, and you can adjust the settings like the power of 2, the block base size. But what you can really do is take a reference of this, like, okay, as you can see, it's slanting and then it cuts and everything. So if I make a like a base box here, and if I go to Alt G and I can press Q and E to adjust the extrusion, so I can just make it like that, Q, and then I can just cut accordingly, since I don't have to click on complete. And when I click on complete, nanite will hit and everything will be fine, but I can just adjust the mesh. Okay, like looking at it, okay, this part is missing, so I can just go to Alt J and I can delete the part that I really feel, isn't like worth it. I can just, delete them. What happened? Yeah, as you can see, you can just delete it from here and like give it a go. I mean, of course, I'll be making this mesh specifically in Blender. This is just to show you guys, okay, the compound is here, so that's how it will look. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's not perfect. As you can see, it's not the perfect tool for modeling, but it can give you a rough idea of how to block out things and just play with them. And whenever you feel like that, okay, this is done, and I can just, like use this as an entry point. As you can see, I just created it. And even if I don't have to do it like that, I can just, you know, bring it back and use the, I guess Control X was the key, I don't remember. You can just use it, and you can use poly editing tool, this part, and you can just delete it, and there you go. You are just inside the mesh, and when you click on accept, of course this won't look good. But if I drop the same material, is the content browser, sorry, I could just drop the same material, and I have enabled this material as two-sided. Let me just show you. Yeah, this is a property of a material where it will be rendered, two-sided, like from the inside and from the outside. And if I go inside now, I can see, okay, it's working. It's not reflecting the, it's not a transparent mesh anymore because of the two-sided material property. And as you can see, this was the cut that I made initially, right? And it's still here. See, like as you can see, this cut that I extruded out when I was opening the gate, it was, an extra thing. And as you can see, it's because of lumen. That's how it is looking. It's looking awkward, I know, but I mean, it's Lumen. You don't need anything else. It's just indirect lighting. You can patch it up. There is a thing in Lumen where you can click on it and it will fix some holes in the mesh. I guess it was in modeling tool itself. I don't remember exactly, but it was in modeling tool. I remember patch holes or something. Simplify. I don't remember the exact name, but whenever I'll be using that, I'll show you guys how it was done. Nevertheless, yeah, that's all we have, and I can even go to Alt J and like, where is the player start? Let me just player start. Yeah, I can just bring it here and play the level, and that's the SMC compound, and yeah, it looks almost same. I mean, that's the real scale, I guess, and I cannot enter it. Maybe it's because of collision or something. I don't know. Something wrong with it. Maybe. Let me hit play, and this is the first person template, and yeah, I guess now I can enter. No, I cannot. Maybe it's some sort of a collision problem. Yeah, it has to be the collision problem. I haven't set up collision on this mesh because it's a mesh right now, and you have to set collision on it. I mean, you can just go up here. You can see, okay, this is what it is, and you can, you know, physics collision presets, and you can just add maybe no collision. And if I play with it now, I guess I'll be able to enter. Yeah, as you can see. So it's dark, but if you'll wait for a few seconds, as you can see, nanite will kick in. I'm sorry, lumen will kick in, and it's just global illumination. And it's a lot because of just this light source, and it's already looking so pretty, right? Of course, there are fixes you can do in lumen settings and virtual shadow maps and everything like shadow catchers and stuff, path tracers, but that's a thing for different day. And that's all, I guess. That's the second devlog you have, and I mean the first part. Sorry, the first one was 0. So yeah, this is the first official devlog I'm starting out, and I'll be making all these meshes in Blender. And what I was watching this video actually. This is on Quixel. They were telling us how to make the Counter-Strike Dust 2 map in inside Unreal using the Megascans assets. Here's the Megascan, and it's free for every Unreal Engine user. You can just use it. There are materials and geometry here, and it's actually very simple. If you look at it here, we're using Maya. The author here was using Maya. Yeah, as you can see, this is just a plain blockout this guy did, and then he implied like the basic modeling techniques and used a lot of materials on it that were there in Quixel, and he just showed the same in Unreal. Just a second. Yeah, as you can see, these are the imperfections from the scan, which you can just filter. And I remember, uh, yeah, this is the part. I can just mute it. And what they do is show you that the mesh, as you can see, is very plain and very, simple mesh. But it becomes good because of the material they are dropping on it. And it looks amazing. Like when you drop a good quality pixel material on it, things just look beautiful. And then you can populate things with props. And that is the route I'm gonna go because I really don't have any other option in my head apart from creating every single entity in Blender. It will be very difficult. So, and since I'm a solo dev, I have to do things on my own. So, and yeah, as you can see in this step, it just drops the material and it looks good. And then you can populate stuff by, putting props and as you can see, meshes on it using decals and stuff. So yeah, that's all, I guess. Next part will be, I guess, hopefully, if I'm gonna go by the route of making the buildings, then yeah, it will be me using all of that stuff in Blender and making a good quality blockout, and then using pixel textures and assets and megascans and everything. Like you can just populate it. So, and you can even use Kit Bash. Kit Bash also has good assets, if I'm not wrong, but I don't think so. I'll be able to access them or not right now. And yeah, that's all. That's pretty much it. That's the first official devlog now, devlog 1, and I hope you guys like it and stick around for more. Yeah, if you do enjoy it and if you're interested and intrigued with it, just follow me on maybe Twitter or Insta, and just subscribe on YouTube, and more will follow soon. And yeah, that's all. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. See ya.